Hi friends, now that you have already taken the first few steps in your journey towards being financially well, where step number 1 was creating your family's vision statement, and step number 2 was listing down your existing assets, investments, and liabilities and tracking your net worth year over year. So let's now proceed to the third step, which is creating your own family's budget. Just think for a moment that you are the chief financial officer of your organization or your company. What is the first thing that you do when you're the CFO of your company for a new financial year? Is that you prepare a budget. This is an annual or a yearly budget, which is then broken down into a monthly budget. Then the actual cash flows of the month are tracked against this monthly budget. And in case there are any kind of variances, necessary corrective actions are taken. Now just think for a moment and think that you are the chief financial officer of your family. And that is where you can start and replicate this budget, annual budgeting system for your own family as well. And how do you go about it? The first step that you should take is you should create a yearly budget based on your earlier year's expenses, break it down into monthly expenses, and then track the actual cash flows and the expenses that you do every month. What will this do for you is that it will make you aware of your spending patterns, and it will help you to control your spending patterns in a much better and an optimal way. Now, I'm going to show you a very, very simple Excel template with which you can play with and make changes as you require. And this is a template that I have been using for the past several years to manage my family's budget year over year. So let me just share the template with you now. Okay. So here is the template. This is a very, very simple monthly expenses tracker or the budgeted and the actual cash flow statement. What I usually do is I first create a yearly budget. Then I break it down into monthly budget, and those figures is something that I put here. So this is the total monthly income that you will receive from several sources like salary income. There could be an annual bonus. There could be any other incomes, investment income, etc. The next is that you have to track your monthly expenses. And how do you track it? I have distributed these monthly expenses as household expenses, lifestyle expenses, dependent expenses, so expenses for your children, any contribution for your parents, siblings, etc., insurance premiums, and loan EMIs. So after I have completed my yearly budgeting activity, I put down these numbers here in this column, which is the monthly budget for each and every category. Now, the whole idea here is you can add or delete these categories as per your requirement. And then what I do is whenever in April I receive my salary income, I put it here. If I have made an expense for the society or the maintenance or the house, I have put it here. Similarly, for lifestyle expenses, dependent expenses, insurance premiums, etc. Now, what this budgeting statement or the cash flow statement will do for you is, the first thing is you will be made aware of where your expenses are. The second is you will be made aware whether these are really necessary expenses or these are discretionary or these are luxury expenses. And that is how you will be in a position to manage your family finances, eventually save money. The link for this Excel sheet has been given in the comments below. I hope each one of you like this video and keep following us so that you can move on to the next steps and understand the next steps of for achieving your financial well-being. Thank you very much.